address um, the role you played
I
in
mean
bringing
that
out, bringing out the essential Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, right? And what all you've been hearing, how have this, really reflected? How would you say they reflect in the man that you actually had to play, his life?
so much to say, so little time.
If you can, in
You
2 minutes.
know, I'd like to hinge it on three things. Two are quotes. The first is the need for extreme, unpretentious intentionality. I think we have lived in denial for so long. The definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Marcus Garvey, Edmund Burke, they would say people who do not know their history are doomed to repeat it. Yet we are in the same country that has taken history out of the schools. The same political class I met when I was born are still the political class now. The world has evolved, but it's still the same. Nigeria has moved from an excellent nation to one who prefers mediocrity over excellence and nepotism over merit. It's just what it is. We have to say it as it is. It's ridiculous. Such a blessed nation. However, our adroitness, our dexterity is what still keeps us. We still save the country's face because the world and the rest of the continent looks up to us for our energy. Now entertainment is what has taken over and covered our shame of political impunity and every other thing, kind of crime that we were known by. And that's because, like you said, we are in an era of skill and creativity to change dynamics, to shape perception and build, structures. So if we say we're doing the same thing and expecting a different result, if we say we don't know our history, are we insane moving from military to democracy? And if you look since 1999, we have a few past leaders who came from military to democracy, just change the clothes. It's the same mindset. We can only make a change in a democracy through policy making. And the policymakers can only get there through elections, through politics, right? But the people now who matter in this generation do not trust the system. And we have a political class who came on board at a much younger age, and they only thought within. They only had Nigeria. Now the world has evolved. We have the internet. We have everything else. People are traveled and exposed without traveling. So we have a generation that they are ruling who think without. We are losing our best minds to the rest of the world. And without any intentionality in instilling a sense of nationalism in the young ones. So now we have a new Electoral Act amendment come out. It's nice. We hear it. It's easy to just speak good English. It's easy to bring intellectuals to put documents together. But are they the ones that will implement? No, it's still the ones that got into office that should implement it. And if they're corrupt and got there through corruption by monetizing the process, and everybody that are delegates go with one person, regardless of what the outcome of his performance would be for the future, and the future of his children that he will leave behind, because life will always happen, generations will come, generations will go. So what are we left with? We have this new Electoral Amendment Act. We have this whole new energy of the youth who, of course, 75% of Nigeria is people under 25. So imagine splitting that in two and saying, okay, we have half of it being, eligible to vote. We also have some that are going to turn 18 tomorrow, after 2023. So are we intentionally instilling that sense of nationalism in them from school? Are we teaching them what it means to be Nigerian and dream for a better Nigeria by instilling that knowledge and sense of how to get there? Are we teaching them by how they know to learn now, which is not how our parents used to learn? There are creative ways of learning now, social media, the creatives are always making skits, doing things. There are other ways to teach. I always say 10 plus 10 is 20. But there's also 19 plus 1, there's 11 plus 9, there's 8 plus 12. There's so many ways to get to 20, and that's the era we live in now. Unconventional approach to results. So we can sit here all day, all year, and talk about this over and over and make sense, sound good, but if we are not real and true to ourselves, then it will still be the same over and over again. History will keep repeating itself. We are here today in the honor and under the umbrella of our father, His Excellency General Ibrahim Babangida's legacy.
Yes.
Today, by tomorrow, will be history. Tomorrow, what we do today, and not just say, but implement and live here today, will make up part of our legacies.
Absolutely.
So we can go over and over like a rat race, or we can say, no, we have to also consider beyond 2023, how can we make sure that this new verve that there is, that the youth have caught on now, how can we shape it? How can we can say Beavers, we say IREV, we talk about all of that. Do they really know what those things mean, or it's just cool to say? Do they really know what their responsibilities and their rights are when they go to the polling booth to make sure they know what they can ask and make sure they know what they can do and question?
The issue of voter education.
Can INEC carry the capacity of the now energy and the population of new registered voters? There's so many things we can talk about, but I think we need to be true to ourselves and understand that there's no time at all, and all these things take time to shape. It's a journey, just like life is.